Hey guys, so tonight I am going to make or try my best to make a video for you guys showing you how to make cauliflower rice and how I do my Beyond Burgers. The kids are around, the day's been going crazy. I have no makeup on. I put on a hat because I need to look a little decent. But c'est la vie. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this recipe. It's not gonna be hard. All you need are some Brussels sprouts, sweet peppers, carrots, or honestly, any vegetables that you have that you want to add to your cauliflower. Think of your cauliflower as rice and all the other vegetables as just additions that you would have in there. For our dry seasonings, all we need is garlic powder, some Mrs. Dash, and you can have a little bit of soy sauce or sesame oil. I don't have sesame oil right now, but I do use a little bit of soy sauce for color sometimes. And for the Beyond Burgers, you really don't need anything. You can add a little bit of Mrs. Dash on it if you would like. But other than that, I just pan fry them and in a little bit of coconut oil, and then I put a cheese slice on them, and I'll show you everything. So that's basically all you need. These cauliflower bags that I get, this actually comes in the frozen section in Costco. You get 4 of these little bags in the big serving. So in Costco, you get 4 of these bags in the big pack, and one of these servings gives me 2 servings. So this will give me for dinner tonight and for lunch tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's everything. So let's get to making it. Okay, so while we do the cauliflower rice and get the cuttings for the cauliflower rice, we can actually put our patties in here to simmer. So I do a low heat, and then I use a little bit of coconut oil. I mean, you could use olive oil or any kind of oil. I just use a little bit of coconut oil, and then that's not good. I'm sorry that this video is going to be very loud, but the kids are going to not make this very easy for me to do. Mom life. Alright, okay, so I'm going to put it on a medium fire. I'm going to put it over on this side and then wait for that to just kind of hang up on the top. And then I'll open it up and show you guys. In the meantime, I'll use my last set of Brussels sprouts. Oh, how sad. Brussels sprouts are really good. I get the Brussels sprouts in Costco as well, and they last like a really long time because they're cabbage based, so they don't go bad. And then if it is that you find you have them for too long, you could always like split the bag in half and throw some in the freezer. And even if they get like a little bit of black stuff or spotty stuff on them, you can actually just clean it off until it's clean all on the inside. Sometimes when you come down to the end of the bag, that does happen. So you just clean it off. I use these in everything. I have some staple vegetables that I use. Carrots, sweet peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are my go-tos. I used to buy asparagus every now and then, but I don't find it as versatile. Like I can't throw it in everything. So like these vegetables, I throw in my eggs, I throw it in my cauliflower rice. What else do I do? My quinoa. I throw it in everything. So I find it really good to have. Come on, the kitchen next to you. So I just place them in a pan and then I cover them down. And I have them cooking on a medium to low heat. And I leave them there for the extent of the time. Lexi, don't interfere with that, please. because it's flat like that, I usually just turn it all the way down. What? For the fire not to get too hot. Because it already is. I don't want it to get burnt because it looks like I might have burnt one side already. Just trying it. So it'll be. Still going to taste really good. But when you cook it slow, what ends up happening is that it just gets more juicy. I think, you know why? Did I use a big grain on this? For our cauliflower. And these won't take long to cook. They take real short. Like these are ready. So what I would do is I'll turn off the fire now. Leave it on the fire so it stays warm. This is what they look like right now. And they're ready for sure. What I am going to also put is half a piece of cheese. So I'm going to do one slice and I'm going to just go like this. So this is Havarti. You could use any slice of any type of cheese you want. Obviously the slices are easier to use than the grated cheese because you don't want grated cheese falling all over your pan. But what I would do, you could even fold it again just so it doesn't fall all over the pan. And I'll just rest it on top while I turn it off and it's simmering inside of there. That is there, and then we're gonna do our cauliflower rice. So we could put this, actually we'll put this here. We'll use the same, burner since it was hot already. Is that the big one, small one? Do you guys have like a multi-thing burner and always forget which one is which? Because I do that all the time. So a little bit of coconut oil at the bottom while the pan warms up. Now I just took this out to defrost for a little while, but it's still a tiny bit frozen, and that's okay because it will defrost as we cook it. Okay, let me just bring it a little closer. So that's okay. What we will do is we'll just put it in. We'll sizzle a little bit. And then I'll just make like a little hole. Because this is a little bit frozen, I'll wait for this to get a little unfrozen before I throw those things in. But I'll start putting in. I'll make sure I have my seasonings ready to go. So that is some garlic powder, some Mrs. Dash, my go-to. You guys, some of my other recipes, you know that is my thing. I don't cook without it. You could also use this one. I thought I had cayenne pepper. I guess not. I have chili powder. I like my food a little bit spicy, so I'm gonna use some chili powder. So we'll do some Mrs. Dash. We'll also do some Southwest Mrs. Dash, just to give it that little extra. Since I'm doing this, I would not add the sesame oil and stuff. Sesame oil and the soy sauce give it more of like a Chinese flair, like a Chinese food type flair. And just keep that. I don't have to do salt with this either. I don't do salt with my veggies, to be very honest. I do these seasonings, these go-to seasonings, even if it's just these two. That's what I do, and then I don't do any salt at all because I don't find it needs any salt. Whew, that was a little scary. I'm gonna probably have to put a little bit more stuff in here. All right, so as this thing, I'll get ready for this. This cooks really, really quickly, so you don't want it to be on a high fire. You want it on a very medium to low fire. Then add the color. Let's just watched Frozen, so the songs are stuck in my head. Where are you going? Alright. I love the color. It looks so good. Right. Need a little bit more. Now the volume is a little bit bigger. Alright, so I don't want to cook it down too much because I don't want it to get too like sticky or mushy. But I obviously want to make sure it's cooked, so because it was a little bit frozen, so it's very warm. I will just mix it up, make sure it's mixed well, so you don't get too much of cauliflower and not much of anything else and whatever. So basically, mix well. Once it's mixed, cover it down for a while. That's it. Clean up in the meantime. So when you finish, you don't have a ton of mess to clean up. Then you'll have that, and then we'll pair it. This will be the bed, that will be on top. You can add carbs to it if you wanted. Tonight I'm not doing it with carbs, I'm doing this as my base and that as my protein and that as my healthy fat. I love this recipe. It's one of my go-to recipes. It's so yummy. Look, I have a sticker on my top. Okay, so I'll just leave that for a while and then I will put it together now. Voila, there it is. So yummy, so yummy, so yummy. I hope you enjoyed it. So simple. Look at that, how quick. Dinner was like what, 10-15 minutes maybe. Oh, so good. So half of this will be one serving that I usually do, and one patty, and then I will save the other half and the other patty for tomorrow for lunch. So you get 2 meals. Simple as that. So easy, so quick, so yummy. There you have it, guys. A super quick, easy, delicious dinner recipe. It takes like no time at all. The most time is the prep time for chopping the vegetables, depending on how many and how small you want it. It's so good. It's so easy to try. Next time you go to Costco or anywhere that has cauliflower rice, just grab it. It goes in the freezer, and then once you know you want it, you just pull it down a few minutes before you go to cook it. And if you use the containers, I would just take the cauliflower rice and portion it out, either 1 or 2 greens, depending on what you want. The burger would be a red, and the blue would be from the cheese would be from the blue container. And there it is. And if you want to add a carb, you can add a carb, but I'm not doing a carb for tonight's dinner.